as we get ready.
The 5 red lights come on to start the Canadian Grand Prix in Season 12, Tier 2. 5 red lights, and they're out and away. Tadpole is going to get a better start than JNT. Side by side off the line. Both Ferraris and both McLarens side by side off the line. Into turn 2. Tadpole having the inside line. Banging wheels with JNT. JNT Gaming almost gets shoved out to the grass, and he's now 3 wide. And for the second time in the second week running, JNT Gaming has been put from first to a lower position, and they all seem to get clean through turn 4. That chicane there, that's so tricky. Both Red Bulls up spots. Now side by side, I think Matoki just got the up and under on Joe Wilson. Now Redfire and Dom banging, and a big collision further on back. Dill JG's lost multiple places. We're not gonna get to start. I'm on board with Scyther through Discord. Is it gonna start? Now it is. The lights are coming on, but I cannot see it from my point of view because I am not in the session. Now I am. Lights are out, away we go. Radio commentary, Cookie got a good start. Scyther's defending from Reese. You all can't see this because I can't see it either, and I'll see it in just a moment. Cookie pulling away, 4/10 of a gap now. Scyther on hards on the start. Reese on mediums, Luke and Owen on softs, but Cookie got away from Scyther quite well on the start. Reese, third, Owen, then Luke. And it looks to be, as far as I could tell, Titan, unless you tell me otherwise, a clean start, and no one has been spun around. I don't see any yellow flags. Q3, I didn't know what he's going to do. I don't know if he was going to bend in the wall or not because of that. Here come the 5 red lights for the Canadian Grand Prix. It's a wet one. Lights out. Away we go. Owen gets an okay start, but Lennon got a better one. Lennon got off the line much better, and Owen slides as well. And they're absolutely going to be tiptoeing their way here through 2, 3, and 4. But now Owen has a little bit of a challenge for the race lead. Lennon is side by side with Owen. They continue to duel it out as they head here for the second chicane. Side by side. You don't usually see it there. But Lennon takes the lead of the race. Now, side by side between Hunted and Knights. Gecko's there to follow. And the path is Invade and JTK now trading spots. And everyone trying to figure themselves out here in the back of the field as they now go side by side here with Term and Gagi, who collided earlier. And now off the track was the Williams of Shanghai, as Gecko's now being overtaken. Groggers is in a battle here at the back of the field. How about 3 wide in these wet conditions? Wavy's going to back out of it. That was absolutely treacherizing.
So at the last moment, he had to back out and not be able to attend. But here we go. The 5 lights come on to start the Canadian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. Good getaway from the chiller. Here comes Reese down the inside to try to get past Josh to take second. They're fighting off into turn number 2. Reese is hanging on the outside. More cars right behind trying to jostle away into position. Into the Vettel chicane we go. Side by side there, and Reese gets ahead. Contact between Reese and Josh. I don't know if there's damage between either of those cars, but it allowed TB to get ahead of Reese into turn number 5. And it is Reese, but Josh had a bit of a poor getaway. I don't know if these cars are damaged. I don't see the damage on the cars. It looks like they're okay, but we do not know fully for sure.
Do Red Bull clinch it today? It's time to find out. Here come the 5 red lights. 5 red lights upon us. They rev it up. And we are go. It is lights out, and away we go for the Canadian Grand Prix. Grandpa Owen side by side up the line. Owen gets the traction and goes ahead before turn 1. The teammate, or the Minions and Bonkers, the 2 Ferrari and Red Bull drivers behind that also duking it out. At the back of the grid, drivers are finding their way through to the top of the field and switching positions as we speak. Oh, off the road goes the Aston Martin, off the road goes the Williams there, and there's a crash. That's crucially the Alpine of Tadpole off and outside the points as well. Tadpole needing to get both Alpines ahead of the Red Bulls today to have a chance at the Constructors' Championship. Still, they do not have any help whatsoever, with their drivers being now 7th to 20th. The 2 McLarens going side by side at 15th to 16th, with Kai splitting them as well. Oh, there was almost contact.
As the 5 lights come on to start the Canadian Grand Prix of RPL. It's lights out, and away we go. And it looks like Jacob has a phenomenal start. As here comes TV down the inside to try to get second place from Reese, but Reese holds him back to try to go on the inside of turn 3. And Reese trying his best to stay ahead. And it looks like trouble in the back, towards the back. A little conflict there, a little contact, and Reese gets squashed into the wall. No damage to that Red Bull, but it cost them. A few positions as Luke jumps up into P3, and Blonde is trying to fight for P4. But just got booed out again. The Chiller is on his way in 6th place.
Really all.
Do you want me to be your on-track
Here we go. It's a Ferrari front row and the Red Bull in the second row. But who will win the Grand Prix? It's the Canadian Grand Prix in Tier 2, Round 7. Woohoo! That's a brilliant start for the poles. That's he gets away clean. It's a horrid start for the championship lead in top poles. He's been overtaken with a Mercedes of Josh. And he's got both Red Bulls. It's colossal greatness from Joshy Washy. Who now takes the 3rd position as his teammate Wavy is relishing in P13. Sensational from the young man.
What's Wavy
And then we go into the 1st sector.
Oh, Zora's round.
Zora War has had a bit of an
Wavy
issue.
Knife
This is
just took him out.
unfortunate. He's the GOAT.
Oh,
Wavy Knife is a bit of a terrorist here, it seems.
I mean, am I the only one that's seeing Florian just decide to not go off the start, or am I losing my marbles?
Florian is in P17, so I don't know.
He started in 6th.
Oh, and who's off the track there? It's a Haas. It's the Hasta. This Hasta. It's absolute chaos in the midfield. Leon's in 11th. What's going to happen here? Is it going to be carnage? Is it going to be great overtaking here?
Leon's is the point.
No, Leon makes contact, but it's brilliant. It's brilliant strategy from Leon as he gets to P9.
So, lights are on. Let's get ready to go. We're off and away. We're off and away, and it looks like Beatnik got a better start as they head into turn 1. Here comes Owen alongside, trying to get himself into P2, from P2. Cryptic moving alongside to get himself into P2. Luke up into P4 already. Center battling Red Fire to get himself into P5, but Red Fire holds his ground. And people are falling back, and oh, the Chiller has fallen back hard, by the way. Has fallen to the back of the field. And JP has spun out.
19 cars are on the grid. We're ready to go lights out. Here in Canada, we have 1 set, 2 set, 3, 4, 5. And we're racing in Canada. Mark gets a good start, but he's followed by Courtney, who shoves the Killer, who has an amazing start down to the inside. If they can get that control to the track, it's not going well. The rest of the move it was still to support the breeze going around the track and one of the back markers. And the freeway crossing going to turn 3 and 4. And 2.5, oh! Complete and Lewis had by slide. Lewis gets the benefit of the doubt though. Just gets persistent. Almost comes into contact with Comfort though. As opposed to lead and spills it.